Welcome to the Mythic Tavern, and today I will tell you why the Haranir suck, and how we got some new information, and how Blizzard have confirmed their racials. So, first things first, why do I believe that they suck? Well, first of all, I think they just look lame, and I'm sorry to say that, I was really hoping for Amani Trolls. That's just me. The Amani Trolls kind of look way cooler, and have far more history with Warcraft. This is like brand new lore, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And they were already introduced in War Within, and if anything, they should have been a patch edition instead of a fucking new expansion feature. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't know, man. I think that's just a waste of resources and money. But I guess Blizzard wanted to have an excuse to sell us an expansion with a lame allied race when they could have actually put in Amani Trolls and made a lot of people really happy. Who knows? Maybe we'll get Amani in a patch, but then again, I wouldn't hold my breath at this point, so yeah, that's besides the point. Anyways, the Haranir start over in Harandar, and I'm not gonna lie, the zone looks cool. I kind of like it. You know, it's like a jungle mixed with Zangarmarsh from Burning Crusade, you know, which I thought was a pretty good zone, so this looks pretty nice and interesting. As far as their customization goes, it's alright. Obviously, I'll do a deep dive once the alpha comes out, or the beta, or whatever, and I'll make a separate video on that. You guys can take a look at their full-on customization, assuming that it's gonna have all of it in the alpha or beta. It might missing some things, but who knows. So there's that. They look like trolls mixed with night elves and humans. Like, their visual design is not really that appealing to me, and I don't really know if it is to other people. I don't know, man. I just think it's a waste of a allied race slot. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just being real with you with my opinion, and I think most people actually did find them kind of not so interesting, so I think that is majority of the impressions of Haranir. If I am wrong, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about them, but that's just my 2 cents. Now, as far as their racials go, they're actually pretty cool. So one of their racial allows them to have a passive damage and defense against aberrations and elemental enemies types, so that's pretty cool. They also have an active AoE ability where you can put up these roots, and if friendly players are in the roots, they get like healed up. Basically, it's like a targeted AoE heal. But if you do it on enemies, it basically damages enemies, so it's like both, which is pretty nice. Then they have a passive that increases their critical strike damage and their healing, which is also really good. So if you're like a healer in a world top guild, or just play a lot of healers, and you want to roll a healer class, you would probably go with them because of all the bonus healing that they get just from their passive racials. So that's pretty nice. And last but not least, they have a fast travel feature. Since they're connected to the nature, they can travel to different world trees or something like that, world tree routes, and you can also unlock different unlock points and travel from one place to another. How exactly you're gonna discover different world tree routes, I'm not sure. Blizzard didn't explain, but they did confirm that. So as far as the racials go, I think they're pretty useful. The healing stuff is definitely nice. Damage against elementals and aberrations, I guess, is okay. I guess it depends how many bosses are you gonna have of that type in raids. I don't really know if it's that mandatory to bring a Haranir here, but for the healing bonuses, definitely a pretty good race for that. And of course, they can be druids, so because of that, basically, druids get more forms, and their Quillbat form actually looks really nice. I'll give them that. You guys can see it right here. So yeah, you know, that's the Haranir. Do they really suck? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I'm a big visual and thematic guy, and I don't just like their design in terms of visuals and aesthetics, and I'm not really a big fan of this whole new lore thing. And honestly, it would have been better if they were just a patch feature in War Within, but that was not the case. And like I said, I would have rather had Amani Trolls, but that's just me. Let me know if you guys feel the same way in the comments. And yeah, that's the new allied race for Midnight. Those are their racials, and that's kind of how they look like. And like I said, I'll make more videos for their full-on customization once the alpha or the beta rolls in, of course. There's that. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the Haranir in the comments. Make sure to like, share this video, and I will see you soon.